Hi, this is Coralla at corallaficklin.com. Welcome Network, WYLCONE network.com. iStudyGuides.com and explain ASKPLAIN.com. And I'm back. And although lately I've been talking a lot about pronunciation, I like you to know that that's not the only thing that our site does. Our site does a lot of things. We look at all different aspects of English, from the most formal to even we have oodles, and I mean oodles, of cards on vulgar English, and vulgar English not just from the United States but also from the United Kingdom, from the UK, from Australia, from South Africa. And it's funny how a vulgarity in British English means nothing in American English at all. But I'm not here to talk about that. I never really published this. Well, I did a number of works. I did a number of books. I've written a number of books. And I have never published them. And I haven't even put them up on the website, but I think I'm going to do that now. But let me tell you something about them. And all the books, once again, they're free. I believe language is something that, especially if it's the language that everyone has to know in order to participate in this economy, I think you have the right to know it. And luckily I've been able to, the fact that I speak English doesn't mean anything. I've studied the language for years and years and years, and I like it. I like English. I like English a lot, and I like language, and I like, because language to me is like a puzzle. In fact, I like language more than like puzzles, and it's different ways of putting it together and everything. But I did a couple of books on the metaphoric aspect of English metaphors, and looking at English and English words as a metaphor. And one of the most interesting books that I wrote was the body, looking at the body as a metaphor, different parts of the body as a metaphor, starting with the hair all the way down to the toe, and how different words for the body are used in English. For example, one of the parts of the body that's used a lot, and it's a noun, and it's a verb, and it's an adverb, and it's an adjective, the back. Think about all the different ways the back is used. So what I did was I took about 2 years and did research on all the different words for the body. And the information I found out was very interesting. Number one, although I would say, generally speaking, at least culturally, English speakers in the United States, and maybe even in Europe, that is the British, at least the English, feel much more culturally close to, let's say, people who speak Latin-based languages, the French or the Italians. Linguistically speaking, they're not that close. Did you see my cat just walk by? Okay. Yes, he loves to be in the videos at times. Okay. So linguistically speaking, they're not that close. I found out that when you talk about the core of the English language, the basic area of the language, you're talking about Germanic languages. And if you go to the website, corallaficklin.com or welcomenetwork.com, you'll see how close certain body terms are with Frisian, Dutch, Swedish, Norwegian. And when you look at those same terms in Latin, in French, and Spanish, they have nothing in common. And especially when you're talking about the exterior, the body. the hand, the eyes, the nose, the head. All these words are all Germanic. But yet when you talk about the inside of the body, almost all the terms are Latin. And there are reasons for that. And I wanted to see all the different ways that the body terms are used. For example, all the different ways that you can use hand. Like, for example, hand me that. Hand it over. Hands up. Be careful where you put your hands. Or finger, or your thumb. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Or, I can't show it to you, but to give someone the finger is to use your middle finger and to stick it up by itself. Or to head, the head. I'm going to head over there. He's a head. Or to keep an eye on someone. Or to eye someone. Or keep your nose to the grindstone. All these different ways to use the body terms metaphorically to mean something other than the body term. Because if you think about it, understanding a language literally is maybe that much of a language. Because how many people have been studying English and understand the literal words for every part of the body? They can tell you, what the feet are, and they can tell you what the nose is and the eyes and all this. But once you get into the area of metaphor, once you get into the area of using the words figuratively, nothing. If I say, I can't stomach another movie, what do I mean? If I say, I'm going to back out, or I'm scared to go home because my father's going to skin me alive, or keep your ear to the ground, or that child is going to give me gray hair one day, or I got him right where I want him, in the palm of my hand. What do all those things mean? I'm not talking about the palm of my hand literally. I'm not literally talking about my hair. I'm not literally talking about my eyes. I'm talking, those words symbolize other things in the language, which is very interesting. The book is called The Body, A Treasure Trove of Information. I think I'm going to put it up on the website, and you can download it. The book is in about 15 different parts. And not only do I look at the body, look at where the word, the etymology of each word of the body, and look at not just Old English, Middle English, but also maybe how close is that word to Norwegian, or how close is that word to Swedish, or how close is that word to German, but also prefixes and suffixes. Now those are normally that Latinized way of saying a body part. So it has nothing to do with the normal, everyday way of saying that body part. There, Latin plays almost an exclusive role. Latin and classical Greek. Also, certain verbs that are used exclusively. For example, when you talk about to breathe, or when you talk about to feel, you feel with your fingers. You breathe in and out of your mouth. So I think it'd be an interesting book to look at. So once again, Coralla Ficklin at CorallaFicklin.com.